Blessings Spartans, and we're back with another Shinobi Striker video, and today we received Temari as a DLC alongside with all the patch notes where a lot of people seem to have missed, but I'm going to go through all of those for you now. So one of the first things you're going to see in this patch notes is the fact they made adjustments to certain clothing skills. Now if you're a broke ninja, this is the day for you, because everything that costs 200,000 has been decreased down to 1,200. Now you can afford the higher skilled clothing. There also has been adjustments to certain ninjutsu too. One of the first things that I noticed was Flame Bombs was actually nerfed, even though it received a buff in the previous patch. Now the reason why they buffed this is because Flame Bombs was actually too strong and was the equivalent damage to Fireball Jutsu. So knowing that it had two stocks, it was actually too unfair to say that it could be infinite cancelled. I have no comment on the range ultimate that's mentioned. I don't deal with the move, don't plan to. Susanoo armor actually received a nerf. Now originally it was an 18-second cooldown, now it's been dropped down to 20. Alongside of that, the lasting duration of the sumo armor has been reduced by approximately 6 seconds or so. Now this will stop defense types being able to crutch on it to keep themselves alive, but it's more than enough for it to be able to do its job, or even cap a base to say that only takes 10. Earth Dragon Bullet, Pudding Dragon as I like to call it. Now this has gone and got a buff that many of us have been waiting for. Now what they did to it is very similar to what they did to Lava Style Dissolving Jutsu, where you lock onto an opponent and now it will generally cast it in the direction of where the enemy is. They also increased the spread radius of the jutsu, so it's not so much of a streamlined projection, but it is more than enough now space to be able to fill up an alleyway inside the new map. So we can even find a lot of more obstacles to stopping people from getting around. Now there's one class that rarely receives the love they deserve, and that's healers. As much as we got Madara and Itachi, actually fixing the base ninjutsu, what we had before, isn't really a huge crucial thing, because some of the stuff seems a bit dated. What they've gonna done is actually blessed us with the fact that Crimson Drizzle and also Cherry Blossom Clash now can be casted from airborne. You're gonna be able to find some amazing builds that's gonna cause earthquakes. Like, be sure to be watching out because I'm gonna have one coming soon. So, for those who actually know me well, I would say much things are useless in the game. And there was one thing that was absolutely befuddled me like crazy, and that was high speed movement. You could literally track this by eye and it didn't do anything, but they finally gave it a buff. So how this applies works, anything that has a 25-second cooldown will still give you a buff no matter what. So emergency exit, time space hop, and high speed movement are all in the same situation where they get an increase. Okay then, so finally, Temari. She's not broken, but she's great. Her first ninjutsu, Wind Scythe Jutsu. If you bounce off this or your teammate, you actually still gain special gauge technique. So it's a utility special gauge builder. Then his summoning is great. They can't heal their teammates while this is happening. It's going to do this, and at the end it's going to launch them into the air, which is going to be great for combo techniques. But one of my favourite things is the ultimate. Now, if you understand how ranged things build back, you understand it works by projectiles. This ultimate actually gives you your ultimate back. You can thank me later. Blessings.